Hi guys, it's Mrs. Pruitt and I'm going to show you how to make a digital portfolio using a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to just do a couple of slides for you just so you can see how to set this up, and then you can take off from there. If I get going too fast, feel free to pause and get caught up and then resume play if you need to. Now what you need to do is you need to open a PowerPoint presentation, and when you do, this is what it will look like. What you're going to do is, first thing is you need to turn this into a vertical. For my classes, I want them vertical, guys. But if you are just looking at this for your own purposes, and if you need it horizontal, that is fine too. But you do need to make sure that this is paper format size, so that when you do print it, that it does not get cut off. So what you're going to do is you go up to the very top, and you are going to go to, so this is above the home, insert draw, above that to the little strip up top to where it says file. It's right next to where it says PowerPoint to the right. It should be the first one. When you click on file, this box is going to pop up. You're going to go all the way down to where it says page setup, and you're going to click on page setup. When you do, this box is going to pop up. Now for vertical, you need to do select both of these two boxes on the left hand side. If you are doing yours horizontal, you would choose these ones over here. Now I'm going to come up to where it says widescreen, and I'm going to click on widescreen, and then I'm going to scroll all the way to the top where it says letter paper, and then it says 8.5 by 11 inches. I need to select that. That is a normal paper size. So when you print it, this is the one you want to have it printed on. Go ahead and hit OK. And this box pops up. You definitely want to scale down versus scale up, because if you scale up, like I said before, it's going to get the edges cut off. So make sure that you hit scale down. And this is what it should look like. Now you can see on the title slide, it's going to have boxes where it says click to add title. If you click on the box itself, you can see that if you click on the corner one, it will slide like this. If you click on the side one, it's going to move like this. If you see the little circle up top, it rotates it. Now for my classes, I want them not rotated. I want the boxes pulled all the way to the edge. I want you to go up and make sure center is selected right here. And then you can adjust as need be. If you want to zoom, if you come to the bottom right hand side, this is where you will zoom. I don't need to zoom. And let's see right here, okay, this is too big. I can actually, you can see if you right on the edge there, how my cursor changes. So if my cursor is like this, then if I click and drag it, I can make it bigger and smaller how I need it. Okay. I'm going to come over here and I am going to put in Greek mythology binder, because that is what I want my students to title their portfolio. And down here, I want them to put their name, and I'm going to put mine, so Mrs. Pruitt. Now, with the font and the coloring, since this is professional, I personally prefer black and white because it is professional. But if you do choose to change the font or the color, make sure the font is easy to read and make sure the color is dark, not fluorescent. So if I wanted to change the size of my font here, I'm going to click on not the boxes, but the actual edge of your box. Then you can come up here and you can choose a different size, and it changes everything inside the box that is selected. Then we have right here, I'm going to go down to whatever one I want to do. American Typewriter is easy to read, so I can click on that. I don't care if it doubles up like this. And then again, you can do the font a different color, but if you do, make sure it's a dark color. I want it black and white for myself because it is professional. I am going to make my name bigger just because it's it's really small now, but I do not want it as big as this. So make sure it is not the same size like this, but I do want it the same font. So whatever font you choose for this slide, you need to make sure that that's the font that you stick with throughout your portfolio. Now this is the way I want mine. I think it looks very professional. It is easy to read. The font's easy to read. The font is a good color. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to go over and I'm going to add a new slide. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to layout and I am going to choose blank. Now I'm going to want the rest of mine blank just because I'm going to be adding in my own background and I won't need that, and the boxes will just be in the way for this part of the presentation. So what I'm going to do for my students, they're going to download the Greek mythology binder and I want them to add it to this page, and I have it actually pulled up behind here. Now this can be PDF format, it can be JPEG, or sorry, you want it to be JPEG format, but you can do this with PowerPoint, you can do this with PDF, you can do it with PNG, you can do it with Word, it does not matter. So what you're gonna do, I do not know why all these popped up, so I'm just gonna erase those quickly. All right, so I'm gonna go up to the top where I was before, where I changed the page format. I'm gonna go up, it says preview, and then it says file. I'm gonna click on file. I'm going to go down to where it says export and I'm going to click on export. This box pops up. What you need to do is going to come down to where it says format. You're going to go over to where it says PDF, because this is PDF form right now. You're going to click on that and you're going to go and change it to JPEG. And you can see there's other formats that you can turn it into. I want you for this project to do JPEG. So you're going to go to JPEG. Underneath of it, a quality box pops up and you can see it has a little slider. It goes from least to best. You want it on best. And the reason being for that is since this is a portfolio and it is professional, you want it to be easy to be seen and read. And best means the pixels are going to be closer and easier to read. When you go to least, it's going to be more blurry. You don't want it blurry. So best is what you need to choose. Make sure that you're saving it to your desktop because it's going to be easier for you to find. And then you can change whatever name you want it to be. I'm just going to leave it the way it is and I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go back over to my PowerPoint presentation and I'm going to pull it up so you can see it. Now what I'm going to do is normally if you're going to insert a picture, you would go to insert. We're not going to insert a picture. You want your paper to be the background of the picture. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So first you need to do is go up where it says home, insert, draw, design, click on design. This box pops up. This is where you can change like the background format, how you would normally change the background format, but you do not want that. You want it to remain white. Go over to the very end where it says format background. And you have to have your screen, your PowerPoint pulled wide to fit your screen in order to see this right here. Otherwise it's going to be in a little drop down area and it's more difficult to find. I'm going to click on format background and this box pops up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here. It says fill. You're going to come down to where it says picture or texture fill. I'm going to click that and this pops up. Don't worry about it. It's just a filler. It is it's basically like a placeholder until you add that image that you do want to be there. You're going to come over here to where it says insert, right underneath of where it says fill, it says picture source. So insert, you're going to click on insert and this box pops up. Now whatever you just saved as a JPEG should pop up in the top left corner. If it doesn't, if you want to scroll, you can. Otherwise you can come up and search for it by name. I'm going to click right here and I'm going to hit insert. And ta-da! And this one worked out very nicely because it fit perfectly on my screen. And you can see now that it's my background, it's not going to move. And so if I do later on need to type over the top of it, I can. And it's not going to mess up or move that background. And then if I need to delete it, I can delete it and it's not going to bother me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to insert a new slide underneath of this. So my students need to have the Greek mythology binder on this page, and then underneath of that we're going to put the character flashcard list. And I've also got that pulled up right here. And this is in a PNG format. Now, like I said, you need to have this in JPEG. So what I'm going to do, same thing, I'm going to go up to File. I'm going to go down to Export. I am going to, over here where it says Format, I'm going to choose Format JPEG, Best Quality, Desktop, and whatever name you wanted to name it. I'm just going to leave it the same. I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to go back over to my PowerPoint, pull it up so you can see it. This should still be up over here. If not, you can go back over to Design. I'm going to go to Picture or Fill. Go down to Picture Source, Insert. It should be in the top left-hand corner where you saved it. Otherwise, scroll or search, and then Insert. And you can see this one actually has gone off the page, and that is not a problem. What you do over here, you go over to the right, and you see where it says Offset. This is where you can finagle that. So the two on the top are for the left and right side of the page, and the top and bottom are here. So I'm going to start with my top. I want it on the page, and if you want it, you can see right here, it's going to change it to different ways. And you can come down right here. Now I can see where it says the title. I'm going to come to the bottom. There are 50 flashcards, so I want to make sure I have all 50. Then you can see it's kind of out of, it's kind of stretched, and I don't want it to look stretched. So I am going to fix that right here. I'm going to make it look closer to how it did before. And I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't look as stretched. I can read the top, I can read the bottom, and it looks good. And again, it won't move. And if I screw up and I want, let's say, oh crap, I put the wrong slide here, or the wrong picture on the wrong slide, you can delete it and start over, or actually it's pretty easy. All you have to do is come back over here, hit insert again. It's going to pop up a box and put it in there. I don't want that, so I am going to keep it the way I had it before. And that is how you do a portfolio. I do want to say one other thing though. If you need to add some writing on the top of one of your backgrounds, that's fine. You just come over to Layout. You can add the text boxes back in after you put the picture if you need to. If you click on this, you can see it gives you a, okay. Sorry, mine got cut off. I don't know what you last heard, so I'm just starting where I left off. But all you have to do is come up to Layout, and you can choose one of the box formats, and this you can move and type in wherever you want to type in. And that is how you make your digital portfolio. Good luck.